This is the Ms.FitVegan podcast, episode 485. Sorry, I've been quiet on here. I've been going through stuff, and it's stuff that even I don't want to talk about. But I just got a comment on Instagram, and it said to DM them $40 for 10,000 followers. In case you're interested, I put it on my stories today. You can reach out to them. And I thought it was so funny. You just have to laugh because it actually took me 7 years to get to 10,000 followers on Instagram. And I just think it's so fucking funny. How fake the internet is. It's not just the internet. It's the entire world. But it's nothing to be upset about or mad about. It's something to have empathy for and sympathize with other people for. Because you have absolutely no idea what people are going through. And this has nothing to do with fake followers. But I was just thinking about how things are so fake in real life. And people are so different. And the most confident people on earth sometimes are the most insecure. And the people that seem the happiest are sometimes the most depressed. And the people that seem so in love, the couples that just seem like the perfect couple, they actually hate each other. They don't even sleep in the same bed. You have no idea what someone is going through. Once you reach one goal, you'll want something else. I mean, that's exactly what happened to me. I always wanted to be left alone. I had so much responsibility my whole life. I was responsible for my sister and my mom, and I always had to make sure that they were okay, that we had enough money for rent, that we had enough money to pay all the bills. I had to make sure that they were eating as healthy as possible. I had to make sure that my mom wasn't, getting arrested or staying out all night, drinking and partying. I had to make sure that my sister was going to each of her doctor's appointments. I had to make sure that the nurse could come in right before I left for work. I always had so much responsibility. And I always just wanted to be left alone. I just wanted to be alone so I could have time for myself, to work on things that were, that I thought were important to me. Now I have all the time in the world. You see me on Instagram or on YouTube interviewing these really cool people. It's the only time that I'm not depressed. It's the only time that I'm not crying. It's the only time that I'm not extremely lonely. So before you compare your life to someone else's, understand that you have no idea what they're going through. I remember when I first broke up with my boyfriend. I had one boyfriend my whole life. And in 2017, we broke up. It was the first time I ever experienced a breakup. And I remember having to sleep with a heating pad. And I put it on just to be able to go to sleep, to feel like I had a warm body next to me, because I could not sleep. It was horrific. It was the worst time of my life. Because when you think that you've found the one, when you think that you have found the only person on earth that understands you, that you can be with, that you love, and then they're not in your life anymore. It's earth-shattering. And the crazy part is that I broke up with him. So nobody would think that I was the one that was struggling the most. You have no idea what somebody's going through. Brene Brown taught me that you can love someone and still say goodbye. That's where I got the strength to break up with him, from that quote, because I didn't know. I thought if you loved someone that you were in it for life, even though we weren't married. I thought, okay, all the screaming and the fighting and the name calling and the crying, this is like part of being in love. This is part of love. Love hurts. And I didn't know that love doesn't hurt. Somebody who doesn't know how to love hurts the person they supposedly love. Okay? Somebody who doesn't know how to love hurt you. Love doesn't hurt. And I'm telling you this, and I've told you about my life and about my sadness now, so that you understand nothing is as it seems. And coming from the music industry, I promise you, everything about Hollywood, everything about these musicians and these celebrities is fucking fake. You don't want their life. You don't want their body. Their body is not even their body. It's fucking photoshopped. And if it's not photoshopped, it is fucking surgery. Did you know Beyonce had 2 of her ribs removed to make her waist smaller? I mean, that's just one procedure. There's so many things that I could tell you about the people in the music industry. But it doesn't even matter. I just need you to know that you have to worry about you. Don't compare yourself. Worry about you, and just do today something to move the needle forward. And maybe that's a fucking 1-minute plank. If you just keep every day moving the needle forward, you'll get there. You will get there one day. The more you move the needle forward, the faster you'll get there. But if you ever want to get there, you got to do something every day. Your life will never change until you change something you do every day. And don't you dare try to look at the internet and see somebody making more progress than you. Because sure, maybe they weigh less than you, but they're in way more debt. Sure, maybe they look like they have a lot of money, but maybe in order to have all those fucking nice things, they have to do something that makes them sick to their stomach, that makes them feel like the lowest piece of shit on the earth, that makes them feel worthless. Everything's fake. Don't compare yourself. Do what you can with what you have while you're still here. Hey, Matthew Perry died at 54. 50 fucking 4. When is your last day? You won't know it until it's here, until after it happened. Thank you for listening.